Hello, TC2ers, and today I'm going to be expressing my opinion about Agent and how it is the worst class in TC2. Now, please take this video with a grain of salt, as it is just my opinion, and we'll probably say at the end of this that it's not very good, and I know it's not very good, but let's just express my opinion. Meet the agent, the good, the bad, the worst. As an agent man myself, I believe that agent is the weakest class and the worst class in TC2. Now, I believe agent is good, just like all the other classes. Like, I truly believe there's no such thing as a bad class in TC2. So then, let's begin with the video. Let's compare agent and sniper together. Marksman and agent are, yes, very similar to each other. They can both one-shot people, but what is different between them? Marksman can sit in the back safely. Actually, it depends on how good your team is. And to answer that, I say that it's TC2. And plus, either way, Marksman just has a bigger and overall advantage over agents. So then, what about agents? Well, you get into a good position, and then you go behind someone, and that backstab's considered a mini crit. What? Why? I was perfectly aligned with their back. And here's the overwhelming difference. See, marksman is overall more consistent than agents due to hitboxes. So then let's talk about TC2's janky hitboxes. They've always been a mess. Like Annihilator, swords are just buggy. Like they could hit somebody. Well, like what you see is not the same as what your opponent sees. Like just hitboxes overall just really buggy. Like you could hit somebody from like a million yards away. It's just really, really buggy. Anyways, I could backstab someone and get a kill maybe half the time, while marksman just headshots and gets the kill anyways. There's a time where I backstab someone in the face and then get away with a quote unquote backstab. There's just been too many times where that's happened. It's unbelievable. Marksman rarely even has this issue. Agent is so luck based, and that's a problem. You could try to backstab somebody, but that pesky mini crit gets them, and they're still standing. And then they just turn around, and you get absolutely destroyed and obliterated to pieces. Or other times, I get behind a soldier, and then he rocket jumps away, and that rocket ends up hitting me, and poor me ends up dying. Now then, let's talk about mobility and some bugs about Agent. Flanker gets good speed to outrun you. Trooper and Annihilator can just blast jump away from you, and then agents will hide from you. But let's ignore that right now and talk about Marksman. Marksman barely has mobility because he can camp the whole round and get away with it. But spies, no, agents are constantly having to move to get any progress. You may ask, actually, agents should be really good at killing marksmen because they're just a lot better at removing them. Um, actually, yeah, because they can cloak and they got good mobility, and their disguises can fool them, and they have tunnel vision. And yeah, that is a good point, but what happens if they hold on the Razorback? Well, actually, the Razorback is bad because you have a gun that nobody uses. Nobody even uses the gun. That's so stupid. Imagine having a gun and not being able to use it half the time just because you're so unlucky and get killed too easily. See, there's a problem. I've died so many times shooting and killing a marksman than getting obliterated by his team. It's so much easier if I backstab him, then cloak away. It's not as easy if I shoot somebody, a random flanker comes up to me, and I absolutely get destroyed. It's just not fun to be taunted on. Even if agent has a slight advantage over marksman, an agent has some annoying bugs that might get in the way anyways, such as stabs and shots not registering. And plus, I do know that a lot of classes, like if not all of them, have the same issue, but I feel like it's worse for spy because what's the point of going behind someone and not actually killing them because it's either a mini crit or the ping has not registered yet. And then unusuals will half the time give away the location. I don't know why the devs have not fixed this yet, but it's still an issue I see commonly. So I would just not wear any unusual effects if I were you. Your kit mainly consists of a revolver and knife, but the gun is rarely ever used, like I've talked about earlier. And when you backstab someone, you tend to get in a lot of trouble. I mean, this is nothing new. I mean, people have already talked about all this stuff before, like lazy purple and etc. So then, actually, just use your gun mart and pick off isolated targets. You should never get in a group. It's still so easy to get spotted then targeted, as the whole enemy team chases you down mercilessly. After you get a backstab, you're getting in trouble with a whole bunch of people because they will target you nonstop. Well, marksmen could just chill in their team. I mean, the problem is that sniper versus sniper is more fair than spy versus sniper because it just is for some reason. I don't know. Anyways, they could just chill in the back and not have to do anything because they could just camp the whole round and get backed up by their team. And spy doesn't really get close to their team at all. They're in the enemy's team. Actually, spy isn't bad. You just are. That's just because TC2 is against you. You're already put into a team half the time that already has an agent to begin with. Your ping might cause you to lose, and that one arsonist will exist more than half the time. You might bump into someone, people will see you, and you'll get obliterated. You uncloak by accident, etc. The list just goes on and on. But but there is another counter argument to this. Good spies are unkillable beasts. That is true. Like if you see level 300 agent, they will be merciless and absolutely destroy your team. But what about the Gillish Gibbous spy? Wait, what are they gonna do? Get like killed? They don't even know how to use their disguises yet. And then you got level hundreds and 200s, which understand it, but still have problems. Just because this game is against agents doesn't mean you can't play it and be good with it. Because at the end of the day, just have fun and do what you're good at. Alright, but how can we fix agent? I would probably increase the cloak time, remove mini crits. That's all. I feel like just removing the mini crits is a big step in fixing it. In conclusion, I truly believe that agent is bad, but can be good in some scenarios. It's just that it's a glass cannon, and it is the hardest class to master in TC2. But please take my opinion with a grain of salt and have fun, TC2ers.